took a little bit. Okay, greetings everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's webinar. It's Wednesday night. Yeah. Okay. All right, going to messages, short messages, and then going to Q&A. Blessings. Here we go. Greetings to you. This is Archangel Ariel energies to you. That's your progress, your process. Healing the reptilian belief system. As many of you are, there are many different belief systems. There's a Arcturian, a Palladian energy that many of you are connecting to. You go by what everyone's individually connect to, what works for you, how you make this world work for you in some form or another in a spiritual environment. Your humans, your normal humans are in the matrix patterns, we'll just call it that. And some of them, you're always working to awaken them. That's mostly what your mission here. As you awaken yourself, then you awaken them in some shape or form, whatever it might be. A lot of it's through the dream state. That's another reason why some of you are having sleep paralysis too, as I believe that was brought up. You're there to awaken others in their dream world, and then you get attacked. That's one of the reasons why that occurs. So you're here to heal one situation in the astral realm, and you get, I won't call it penalized for it, but you do get new friends. And they do wander around. Those that call us sleep paralysis do wander around for quite some time. They do follow you. You do interact with them. And it's like, you dust yourself off and move forward, and they're kind of jealous of that. They can do so. Because some of them can be, a lot of alien beings that do this they can't even handle the physical form that well. A lot of them forgot, as many of you have actually perfected it, a spiritual form and a physical form. Greetings to you. We are the elephants from Sirius. As you know, much of your animals carry a lot of your knowledge, your ancient knowledge. It is one of the reasons they act the way they do. And yes, those are spirit beings. Of course, you're spirit beings also, but your animal is the easiest incarnation for your spirit world to connect with you in one shape or another. Now, yes, there's positive beings that incarnate into an animal, and there's negative, as many of you know, especially if you walk around Africa during the night. Bobcats looking at you. But also, the reason we bring up the animal energies, as many of you are connected to the earth for your own healing. As many of you connect to the trees, Mother Earth, but the animals are not always fully understood. As you connect to the elephant beings, the cat beings, connect to their vibrations. And, Africa is one place to do so. feel the heart of your planet. Africa, you go where the problems are. That is where your alien origins are. Wherever it's the most hostile, and now your America is becoming more hostile, then so that shows there's an alien presence there coming into fruition. So there's some backlash there also, as you can see. So your Middle East, anywhere you have a difficulty that is not a safe environment, that shows you there is an ancient energy that's trying to be resurrected. Portland is one, as there's a lot of ancient energies there. So you connect to it differently than what you see on the surface, you probably see different reality altogether. So 161. Greetings to you. I am Edgar Cayce. Greetings. Once again, I am here to connect to your vibrations. Is of course a different environment, a different stage. Even as I connect to people, I always had to go to sleep all the time. I was basically, for my powers were not working in a awakened state. Nothing was working. I had some intuition, but not much. Only my intuition, only thing it really says go to sleep, and your eyes aren't working anymore. So even my body became less human. As going to the sleep, it became more astral. So my astral body came through. So, at least from my incarnation, that was where I was most needed. And many there are others out there that are similar to me that don't need the publicity and do the same work as I do. Less publicity did better, especially nowadays. During my day, it was a different energy that was necessary. It was necessary for the time. You can say almost to give people hope, not just to heal them, but also give hope of a better life. I'm here to also answer your questions whenever you're ready.
Well, greetings, Edgar Cayce.
Greetings.
Thank you for coming in. Blessings.
Blessings. Yeah.
Thank you. Up first this evening, we have Logan.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
My first question today is 2 to 3 nights ago, I had a dream about a deer being, and this dream took place in my backyard, and the deer being pointed to the window of the room in which I was sleeping in, and I had a flash of ancient text or writing, and then directly after that, I was running inside the house, and I was speaking a different language. Can you explain to me, like, what civilization I connected to?
It is not making itself the clearest. Sirian and Alpha Centauri seems to be. They're not being completely clear. But it's also showing that your light codes are connected to where you live. You brought your energy, actually brought your energy to where you live before you even lived there, before you're even born. So as a alien being, actually you're around your family years before you're even conceived, even thought of you being brought into the planet. So you secured the area, you can say. I do see you as a Zeta being as you do that, though. So, blessings.
Cool. My second question is, are there any general messages from my soul family that is incarnated on this planet?
Well, they say that you have had many reptilian incarnations. You weren't always the friendliest either. They had to actually tie you down. You wanted to know. It weren't a great deal since then. Well, because you've grown from like a scavenger family lineage of survival, so they had to heal you. So they kind of became your family because they cared for you because you were lost. Well, this is a lifetime, ages ago. That's one of your incarnations. Well, it seems like you got lost through a war. Now it's not your war, but you got injured by it, and then you were in survival mode and when I'm not thinking correctly. And they found you and took care of you, and they became your family. That's currently what you're connected to today. So there were Arcturian light beings, from what I can see. You just weren't. You're like, from what I can see, that you're damaged, that you're injured in a way where you just cannot. Your senses weren't as accurate as they used to be. So you weren't always seeing people what they were. So they repaired that, from what I can see. Blessings.
Blessings.
Yeah, very interesting. Thank you. Up next, we have Emmy.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yes, doing well.
I was just wondering if your collective has any messages for my life regarding work.
Well, I mean, it seems like some things can't be said publicly. But on a public stage, one moment. You're to bring darkness into light. I believe you already know that. So, part of you is also in astral. You're removing a lot of the blockages for people to see, like the truth of the military and things of that sort. That would come into your future. Not people aren't really seeing what's really going on. So you're part of the disclosure of hiddenness, hidden documents, things of that. Hidden abuse that's done throughout the military also. That's not public. There'll be some time in the future where that's going to be released. Where the military eventually get a light on itself of its corruption, past corruption. The military, not this CIA stuff. Little by little, they'll go up the ladder. That's one of your reasons for being here.
Oh, okay. Do you have any messages for my spiritual path?
I see you involved in much as a heart chakra releasing, opening up the potential of others, and of course yourself. I'd also see you as a honeybee, kind of nesting for right now, as you work on society where you're at. It just shows
Yes.
you as a honeybee.
I'm doing a lot of nesting,
Yes.
especially after the appendicitis.
Well, that is because your body can adjust to your energy. Your energy shifted.
Oh, okay. I think it's positive because I've been
Yes.
losing weight. So thank you, appendicitis.
Well, yeah, you want to. Yeah, you changed the major timeline. Yeah, it was necessary.
Okay. Thank you very much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Silverclaw.
Well, hello there.
Greetings.
This is Edgar Cayce.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, my first question. I noticed what looks like white fibers on my plant and want to know if this is like a harmful mold of any kind.
It is a form of mold. I believe you can spray it out. I wouldn't worry too much of it. I mean, I don't see any worry there, but some plants are going to grow their own algae, it seems.
Is it consumable?
As you give it more air.
Okay. Is it consumable? Like, is it like,
yes.
Could you ingest it? Okay.
Yeah,
so it's
fine.
not.
As long as it doesn't look too bad, it'd be fine.
So if it was more, it would be harmful?
Well, no, you just have to do your research on it.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think it's going to cause any difficulty.
Well, that's the main thing. Okay, thank you. All right. My second question. I have a timer set up for feeding water to my plants. I noticed that it has reset itself randomly on its own, like twice now. Well, what is the source of this random resetting?
I feel like the timer seems to be faulty.
Mm-hmm. I
I
thought
don't
so.
think it's, I don't think it's an entity that's actually it just is something wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
The brand of it was never made to work properly from what we're seeing.
Well, do you see me being able to get a return at least?
Possibly. They're not saying.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Blessings. Sweet dreams.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have IC.
Good evening, Edgar. Blessings.
Yes.
For my first question, I find interesting that the animals were mentioned earlier, and just recently, both pets in my home have been attacked or have been getting sick simultaneously, and I just wanted to know if it was like a spiritual thing, or maybe they're like protecting me and my father, because the rabbit belongs to me but the dog belongs to my dad, and we're both very close to our familiars or our pets, and they're both been getting very sick. So I just want to know, because I feel kind of responsible in, I don't know why, for the dog. He's been looking at me like straight, like really in front of me, and like with fatigue, like breathing hard, and I feel like I have something to do with it, and I don't know.
Only thing I see is there's spirit activity of the dead. I believe there was like a war there at one time. Or I see a massacre actually. It feels like some of the troops that have been trapped on your planet or in your area are trying. They see your light, so they're attracted to you to go into the light themselves. That is what I see. So some of the souls that are passing through, it happens every once in a while. It doesn't happen always. So some of the souls that are coming towards you are very ill, and the animals pick up on it.
Are
So
they
they,
looking for healing or something?
well, they need to cross over. So you put your attention to just kind of like leave their darkness outside, and you can cross over all you want. But they're wandering around. That's what's happening.
But they're gonna be okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this will be fine. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
just put your intentions to clear out any deceased souls. So it
Okay.
seems like some souls that are really that went through a lot of darkness are trying to get healed. Yes.
Okay. So I'll do like a cleansing thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. My second question. I feel this year I've started healing a lot of past life grudges, mostly connected to the Anunnaki. And I've deduced that through research, I've made connections that possibly have made some of them very uncomfortable. And I think the goddess Inanna is not very pleased with many of the things I'm understanding. And I just want to know what's happening. If it's, I feel like I figured things out and that concern her, or that I have a past life grudge with her. I want to know what's going on there.
Yeah, it's mostly on an astral plane, of course. Well, I do see that you have been sacrificed at one time.
Awesome. Great.
So I believe you're a human sacrifice to the gods, and that's some of the like hurt you're going through. You're ready to see it,
Crazy.
so it's been you like steps towards it. There's a lot of deception there, of course, that brought you to that situation. So I thought you guys loved me, and now I'm being sacrificed and stuff like this. But I believe you were sacrificed to her, from what I can see. One that you mentioned.
So what's happening now? It's like I'm figuring her out or something. Because
Yes,
I
you
know
saw a lot of, yes, you saw her. Yeah, you saw her for what she really is. But she didn't like that.
She's all over the Bible. She's in Revelation. She's everywhere, and people don't figure it out. And
No, exactly. You figured her out, and that's what she's really.
Oh, that's why. It's good to say it live. Okay.
Well, more the better.
All right, so I'll keep my research up.
Needs to get over herself. Yeah, she's actually like a teenager still, even in this time.
Yeah. She has plans. We'll see. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have Retro.
Hello,
Yes, greetings.
greetings. I have a question. Like I've been sleeping quite a lot, and a few days ago I had a voice waking up. It's a female voice that said I was in some kind of trouble, and I was wondering if all this ties into what I've been doing in like astral or something.
Well, I do see you tapping into more Atlantis energies, bringing that forward. Slowly bringing little nuggets of information. It's not always coming through. You're just bringing it through astral into the main reality. Something that you've been working on for some time, it seems. Basically, the truth of your Earth. To get that way. So yeah, of course, you're going to be stepping on some toes, but you already knew that.
Yeah, it feels like
So-
I've been a lot of backlash lately. Like I've been kind of low energy, a bit more aggressive lately.
Yes, because your empathic abilities are picking up a lot of those that are trying to cause difficulty for you.
Yeah.
So,
do you see that time? Like I've always had that kind of going up and down in waves. Do you see that kind of empathic pickup kind of ending soon or
Yes.
shutting off?
well, I do see a lot of Martian energies that you're here to unlock. Also,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it has been buried in the ground. A lot of it is in Egypt. A lot of it is not the easiest to connect with either.
Right.
But you have many levels, so you're doing something that not everybody can connect to everything, but you are.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff hidden here. That a lot of positive connections from Mars. Earth is going through a lot of the Mars. A lot of what Mars went through itself, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that's going to start unlocking for you. So as you connect with more of the Martian energies, you'll probably start to remove any of the attack energies, from what I can see.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel like I always had an issue with like shapeshifters or people pretending to be spirits pretending to do other things.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you can confirm that. Like, is that thing like a theme where like somehow being paranoid or?
Shapeshifter in what way exactly?
I think like I tend to get like a lot of like negative, or it feels like deceptive versions of like the spirits of already known guides. Like they kind of pretend to be someone they're not, or they pretend to be kind of closer than maybe they actually are.
Yes, there is a combination of that around you at this time. Yes. Yes.
How do I kind of clear that out?
Crystallizing your guides of using crystal energies, just visualizing it.
Visualizing crystal
Yeah,
energy?
you can put them in a crystal in your
Okay.
mind, and see what happens to them.
Okay, so
They
put
turn
them.
dark,
Yeah.
you know.
What's that?
If they turn dark, then you know who they are.
Yeah.
Because they should already be connected to that energy already. But if they're of a negative energy, you can also crystallize yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So yeah, like I can put that in the crystal, and it kind of shows like whose they are. It seems like I kind of know. So I have a general feeling who's around the house, but I tend to see a lot of tenders. Like someone's pretending to be one of my
most
guides.
of them are. Yes.
Yeah.
It has to do with the location that you're living in. There's a vortex. It's not a very.
What's that?
There's a vortex near you, but it's not a very friendly one. That's what I can see.
Is it something I could work on to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Find their source. Yes.
Is it near the trees, or are you to there like the crystals and stuff?
It uses the trees. It uses the trees.
Yeah. All right. I'll have to find that vortex.
Okay.
See if I can address it.
Yes.
All right. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Marvin.
Greetings, Edgar.
Greetings.
For my first question, I'm trying to figure out what this word keeps coming to me, embio, and what does it mean? What's the significance, and how does it uh, have to deal with me?
It seems like it's a code word. Like you're in that timeline. It's the name of a timeline. There is zeta energies. It does seem like you're also on a ship at this time, a different one than you were on before. That's part of changing the Earth's energy. They're not going into full details of that, but this it basically shifted a timeline that's impacting the Earth a little bit more than before. With your alien friends, of course.
So did I get a promotion or
It was always on the plan. It just wasn't time for it yet.
okay? So that just got I felt it when it kicked into motion.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, whoa. So what do they say about me feeling that at that time moment? Because when it hit me, it popped in my head, and I kept saying, I was like, man, what does this
It's a
mean?
download. Yeah, you were being. I want to say it kind of like you were being programmed by the download. It was like an energy download. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're receiving the information of what to do here. Seeing
Snap
things
ball.
differently.
Okay.
So,
For my second question, uh, there's a C. I guess will I become a channeler or
yes.
something like a remote viewer? How do I go about doing it? Because I'm kind of not. I'm kind of cautious. Then again, I just don't know how about doing it and stuff. And should I enter your mentorship with Ivan?
Well, that's up to you. There's just a for channeling. Yeah, you have to just you know.
Well, I feel like I could do more, but I don't want to put too much on my shoulders where it scared me not want to do it no more and stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out.
Follow your intuition of your connections with your alien. You're already channeling already. You're going about it where you feel safe. Nothing wrong with that. So,
well, how do I know when I'll be channeling? You don't really know, or
when you connect to the alien beings, you have a feeling from them, don't you? You feel something from them, don't you?
Yeah. When I think about, I know I haven't told nobody. I know when I think about Inky or Enlil and stuff like that, uh, one comes across a little bit more kind of sarcastic. So I'm trying to figure who's that kind of pops in there when I kind of act sarcastic. Was that who am I channeling?
Well, there was a lot of sarcastic energies during that time period. So, I believe you're connected to the reptilian energies of that time.
Does it has a name?
Well, there's several of them. Well, they weren't sure that the Anunnaki would be successful in what they were doing with the human. So, is what I said. And also sarcastic with the humans too. So it was a collective, reptilian collective.
Are there some of them that's still around that you had mentioned that come check on me sometime?
Yes, they do. I believe some of them are from Orion, but they're more from a positive side. Is what I perceive.
Thank you. Blessings.
Hey, thank you. Up next, we have Daria.
Hey there.
Greetings.
Greetings. So, any messages for a night owl like me?
I see you taking down. I think this is something you already know, but you take down timelines, you break them apart. So you break them and then you send them off to other places. This world you've done that too, but they're not saying when and how. I see the 1950s there. You do always have an involvement with this world too, to a certain extent. Definitely during the 1950s, where this world got a bit more interesting than it was before. I keep seeing that. Something to do with style and clothing and all that. Was for the female. You added a lot to that, from what I can see.
Oh, nothing with the Hugo Boss and upstyling the. No, just kidding.
There was others other than that. I do see you connected a lot to museums of antiquity, because a lot of the information that was written about these items was false. And I do see you like when they're trying to set something down and all that. Sometimes your energy would come in to knock it down. It's like you got to not doing it right anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
False history. Yeah.
So you were right about knowing that. But well, surprise me. Maybe there's like a message that could be, it's maybe a dark and evil, like funny dark and evil pocket.
Well, I'm not sure if this is dark and evil, but I do see you with the schools. Like you like to turn things around where the students are teaching the teacher instead of the teacher schooling the students.
Yeah.
And I guess you can say, yeah, sometimes it got violent
Yeah.
towards the school, yes, or burn down the school for that matter.
Yeah, we would very much like to do that.
Mhm.
Then again, we would have problem with the police.
Of course, but
I will cherish the kids if they do so. I'll be one.
well, I do see around protests around the 1960s also.
Cool. I will check out the vibration you send later and probably pick up something about that. Thank you and have an awesome channeling. Good night.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we got Stephen.
Hello, Edgar.
Greetings.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Sweet, sweet. Thank you. Much love. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Can you? I was definitely would be excited if you could connect with what I've been doing here in Astral. It seems like I've been doing a lot of missions and taking the backlash from it. There've been trickery that going on. Just nasty stuff and I've been doing another parallel world where I'm security, like I'm security in this reality, but it seems like I'm a security officer in another reality, and in this very similar fashion. And just an update on Astral, what I've been doing. Thank you.
Well, I just see around a lot of dragon energies for the positive. That's why you're a security here. And a lot of trickster energies are coming from the Men in Black, because you do have a member of yourself in the Men in Black. You actually have 2 or 3 of them that they're not aware of. They can't figure you out. They can't find you. They know you're there. You shift around. You're jumping all over the place. So you're causing all kinds of mischief. And I believe they don't know it's you, but they sometimes link it to you, but they can't find who that. That's where a lot of that comes from. So, but you're, as a security guard of other worlds, yes, part of it is to keep those worlds from falling apart. So it's not just a security guard here. Yeah, it's much more, as you know. It's basically a galactic security guard, as you know. It's just you're a guard here just to give you a small idea, but it's on a bigger picture. Guess you are on a mothership outside the planet. And you're actually sending a ground crew here, from what I can see. There's the Ashtar Command connection, but there's also much more to it than that. So basically, leader of a rebellion, you can say. So you're sending your people here. So, and you can't be found even there. So that gives you a little bit where you're connected.
Yeah, as they say, we're draining the swamp, you know. And also that ship you connect. I'm just really quick. Is it like a round black ship that has that green outline? Because I've gotten a vision of where I've been picked up from that ship and taken to it. It's like a big black mothership with like green linings, and they come pick you up on little cylinder discs. Is that the one you're connected with?
Yes. Right. Yeah. And the cylinder discs are sometimes, yeah, sometimes they have to hide out or lay low for a little bit because there are beings that can't pick up on them. Even some Arcturian beings can pick up on them. So they stay out of the way. But the mothership is normally cloaked within the Earth's energy. Sometimes it is close to the atmosphere, but sometimes it is seen, but normally not. It also goes behind the sun when it needs to. It comes close when you have a lot of beings that want to leave here. So some of them quick incarnations as doctors. They kind of like walk-ins. Doctors, lawyers, whatever it might be. They just come in, do a little piece, and then leave. So court cases, just they just walk in for a little bit, change a little bit here and there, and then they're out of there.
Yep, man, that's spot on. And just second, real quick, I'll just leave it open. Connect with the universe. Anybody, any energies around that are wish to bring through a message. Thank you.
Well, I just see around a lot of reptilian energies that let me speak of healing the draconian energies on the Earth, as they have many motherships here. Actually, a lot of them are above ground. They're in the Earth. They're in the skies here. And you've been greeting a lot of them, talking to a lot of them. It's been rough. So you show up as a hologram on their ships. They don't know where they're. And they can kind of get mad. They just appear out of nowhere. So you're always there for peace, of course. So, blessings.
Yeah, I just played pool with them with some blue, like some blue, white, and black stars and stuff. And I was like, I don't know how to play this game, but yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Very interesting. Thank you. Up next, we have Christy.
Oh, greetings. Can you hear me?
Okay. Not very well. No.
Not very well. Can you hear me okay now?
Yes.
Okay. So my first question is, I was wondering if me and my ex-boyfriend, Michael, are we super soldiers in Astral?
At one time, yes. I don't believe the two of you are connected still at this moment. He comes and goes, but feels like he's on a different mission than you are. You're still out there in the soldier world. I don't believe he is anymore. But yes, in the past, yes.
In the past. Okay. And my second question is, because I was talking to him on the phone last night, and I was telling him I'll send him Reiki because he got bit by a tick. So he has some like Lyme disease and all kinds of stuff wrong with him now. And so I was wondering because he was saying he was feeling like a lot of heat from the Reiki. And I was just wondering, like, what percentage, or do you see a percentage that he was healed from that? Because I was seeing the Native American doing the healing with me.
Well, it feels 40%. Some of that is karma he has to go through. It's something that he has to heal within himself. So you just stay there with him, and it's something he has to figure out on his own. He has to do. It's another way of him focusing on himself.
Yeah.
So when life is fragile, and not to take things so for granted. There's more to it than that, but
yeah. Well, that's good. Then that just helps reaffirms my healing and everything too.
Yeah, it's working. It's working. It helps his mental state.
Yeah.
Even when you're talking to him and doing healing, it does work. Yes. He'll pull through.
And Hayden wanted to say hi to you, Ivan.
Yes.
Hi,
Hi, Ivan.
Blessings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Tristan.
Greetings, Mr. Cayce.
Greetings.
And blessings to you. My first question would be just if you could talk a bit about who I am from where you stand.
As you as a Arcturian, a leader within Arcturians, you are one that would go into battle. Now, of course, their idea of battle is much different than what you go into hostile worlds and call it a party, you could say. You find a place that's safe for you, as you are right now, to do your work. It's like I can work in any environment. You'd be surprised. You just don't go where the arrows are being shot at each other. You go outside of it. It's very simple. But some feel like you need to be in the battleground and not necessarily. So I do see connected to a lot of shaman energies and also Native American energies. I feel like you do talk to Native Americans a lot with astrally.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, so those humans don't know what they're doing, but
we're doing our best.
Well, the Americans are kind of, they give you energies of the Americans, what's going on with them.
Yeah. I'm very pleased to be Canadian these days, I must say.
Yes. Well, wear it like honor, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Where alien is coming where there are problems. So as we just learned, my other question would be why I've been so irritable in the last few days, which is not usual for me.
No moments. Fatigued, or what is irritable? How would you define that?
Just everything bothers me. Little things that normally would not bother me at all. I get kind of, that I don't like that, and that's just not my personality. And yet, past couple of days, it has been quite like this pressure within me.
It always seems like there's been a recent shift recently of the vortex that's, I believe, been opened up also. So I believe this is only for a short time, as far as I can tell. But it does feel like, you're getting more sensitive too. I feel like you've opened yourself up more in the chakras. So I feel like you're adjusting to it.
Okay.
You're connecting more to your alien self. And you're you're seeing what can be better on the world. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Good.
The world has found a way to do everything wrong. Not everything, but quite a lot of it. But that's how they learn. But you're bringing in a better way, you can say.
Okay.
Of course, they have to figure that out, of course. So it feels like you're adjusting to the Earth's energy. You're locked into it more than you used to be.
Yeah.
So
okay. That actually makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, you and the Earth got closer together, you can say.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, very cool. Up next, we have Liz.
Hello.
Yes.
So I decided to take a course of natural medicine, herbal medicine. I felt very happy, like very resonant with it. Do you see any barriers, anything like any blockages?
No, just to go about it slowly. It seems like it's a part of you that it's like you're giving back to the Earth. You're giving back to yourself first. So it gets your mind off of things too, it seems. So it just helps you focus on something more pure. It'll go into a whole nother level, I feel, over time, if you wish to continue it for a long time.
So it is part of my journey
The journey had just begun, it seems.
It seems.
I see a hesitation to it in the beginning, but that's normal. But I see it very beneficial over time, for your health and others, of course.
Yes, that's my intention is to know more so I can help better, I guess.
Well, I feel like it's mostly for your health and anxiety, what you're going through, because your energies keep shifting. So a lot of this has to be for you.
Oh, I see.
To keep you balanced here. It will benefit others because you learn about yourself. You can figure out others too. So if it works for you, it'll work for somebody else. Let's put it that way.
That's true. And what does you see an astro lately?
A lot of I do a lot of reptilian energies. I do see, a lot of politics energies they've been connected to. I do see your Nancy Pelosi in your energy field. Always you keeping an eye on. Let's put it that way. There's a lot of implants, I believe, that she has. That's telling her what to do. What I can see.
Oh.
And they are reptilian connected, as that's their voice box for this world. So they feel like, and it's working. That's why it's irrational, and that's why sometimes she kind of zones out, because that's when they check in. So they leave her alone most of the time, but when they want to do something, they tap into her, and then she's doing their work. Very strange. Something out of a movie, yes.
Well, didn't it happen to past civilizations? Also, they're using the spiritual powers from spirits, letting them use their bodies and end up destroying this world.
A lot of it, and a lot of it was for human sacrifice. A lot of those that were a lot of that was manipulation, of course. That wasn't always the plan. But some aliens just had human sacrifice to them. Usually it's reptilian. And then other beings didn't have a problem with it either. So, yes.
Well, these politicians, they gave in to so much hatred that they can't control themselves anymore.
They sell themselves out before. They sell themselves out before they incarnate. Now they can change that, but they won't find any success in politics in it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I hope it will change now.
Yes, more of the mask will come off. It's
I
slowly,
think
but more is on the way.
Good.
This
So she's not going to last long there, right?
Well, the others, nobody's as powerful as she's pretty powerful.
She is. Yeah, I know she is.
It's an entity in general. Yeah. For them to do what they're doing, yes. Scarecrow. That fits very well, yes. A political scarecrow. And she does scare people, yes.
Oh, yes. And the deceiving nature.
Yes. Yeah, she's not really in her body that much. So I feel like you're bringing more justice to that. You're healing that part. Where you're located is not on accident, as you know. So it shows you being there brings in a new energy, and others, of course. So.
Yeah, as long as Trump can keep it up, it will be okay, right?
Yeah, it will. So, blessings.
Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, I have Braden's questions he asked me to read. His first question: are there any messages for me?
I see a lot of Arcturian downloads as he's receiving at this time for survival and direction where to go. Now, if he's going to take that advice, it's up to him. But I believe he's going to find a new location to live sometime in the future. maybe soon, sometime in the future for sure. I don't know his whereabouts at this time, but that's what I see. Blessings.
Hey, thank you. The second question: is there any other messages from my guides or the tall whites?
A lot of the tall whites, well, some of them are staying quiet. They don't like Earth politics, but they are here to heal the agriculture on the planet. Um, the trees, they're staying away from the tree manipulation that's happening in California. But with Braden's energy, his energy is in California at this time, actually. I don't think he's there physically, but his vibration is there to see what's going on a galactic level. That's all they're saying. I'll leave you with that. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we have Pretty Monet.
Hello, family. How's everyone? Can you hear me good?
It's great.
Awesome. Okay, well, my land has been doing a lot of vibrating to me lately. There's been a lot of glass breaking. I've been breaking a lot of glass in my home, and I feel like I've been doing a lot of work in the astral realm. Like I've had some beings try to put fear into me that didn't really work. And I feel like I also had a lot of help when it came to certain dreams that I had, to where I was being attacked and I had someone else come in and intercept and kind of save me from certain situations. So I would like to know if there's any messages from my location that I need to know.
Well, it seems that it's those that you, like family members or friends, that you're bringing an impression to, that you are healing, awakening. That's what this backlash is all about. It's like those that are around, you're, helping them open up to their own potential. And the backlash, some of these are negative spirit guides actually from some of these people that are coming after you. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, because they get set in their ways and they want them to go a certain direction, and that's not happening. And you could probably even figure out where it's coming from, too, from what I can feel. But just continue what you're doing. Yeah, they're just trying to scare you. They're frustrated. Some of you, I don't believe your energy is breaking the glass. I feel like it's them.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't think your energy would break glass. Well, I can say it can.
Also,
I don't believe you're here.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to Miami for the full moon, and I've been in contact with my aquatic family, and I said to her, I said, if this was a serious thing that I needed to be in this type of energy, then bring me to the water. And not soon after that, my best friend from New York City invited me down to Miami from the 1st to the 5th. And it just so happened to be a full moon. And I'm a moon girl all day. Like I have to sit out under the full moon for all the days that it's out. So what do you see the reason for me being called to the beach for this full moon?
Yeah, it's where you need for your own cleanse. Yes, as you were saying, you can be around the moon. This is where you need to be, and where the world needs you there also. For the winter solstice, you could say.
Okay.
That's coming in. So future timelines is what you're there for. To heal the timelines. A lot of the illness happened in that area, in Miami area. So I believe you're there to heal a great deal. No more of those timelines, and bring in a new timeline energies. You're here to assist that. So that's what's happening.
Do you feel like the waters may be like, will I have to stay away from the water after that? Will the water start to take back a lot? Like I've been feeling like she's going to start taking things back. That's why I'm being called to it now. Yes, I feel like maybe there'll be a lot of waves and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of earth changes are going to occur. So yes, it has to do with future timelines. Sometime in the future, yes. Yeah. Even 10 years in the future, yes. So, yes.
Nice. Right. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up last this evening is me. Thank you again for coming in. Blessings. My question is regarding my past. In this lifetime, as a kid, I had more nightmares than I can remember, and because it was so frequent, it couldn't be coincidence, and it felt like I was targeted, psychically and astral. I was looking to see who was that was connecting with me, or was it a culmination of groups, or was it one specifically?
It was different groups. It had to do with, some beings are trying to keep you from this world, as you know, trying to just like psychologically damage you.
Right. Or shut me down.
Yeah.
Or I shut myself down out of self-preservation.
Yeah, you had no choice. And basically it had to do also location where you lived, as well as do a lot. Basically, you come from a light being energy. You do come from the light. I mean, of course, everybody comes from the light, but you are generally a light energy. Of course, you went through all the tests as you needed to ward, because sometimes planets like this need war. Sometimes they need it. Change things because humans get stuck in their ways. So this is not an incarnation I want to do, but we don't see any other way.
Now, with these groups that were targeting me as a child, is there any way to bring healing and peace to that connection?
Well, some of them are Orion connected. Some of them are reptilian. All across the universe, actually. Some of their family members are some of them, just like humans, get set in their ways. So even aliens can get set in their ways and and then you come in and it's like, no, I'm here to change things. Almost like a messiah. So
well, I came into this world a little differently, so I got to understand being targeted since I got here.
But I believe a lot of that's calmed down, but it is all worth, because you went into the darkest energy you could, actually, from what I can see, because it was not somebody had to do it. You had to face them. You felt, you connected to a lot of overlord energies that are connected to the planet that are holding human consciousness hostage, and you went to heal them, actually. So
that's good. At least it's making a difference.
It's kind of like sacrificing yourself in some ways.
Yeah, it felt like that, but it did have benefits too. But
open up your powers more.
Yeah, exactly.
It opened up your chakras more than it would have had before, because like trauma. So.
All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. For my second question, just leave it open. If there's any messages from the universe.
Well, it feels like you're here to lay down the reptilian agenda, truly to have it come into the surface. The elite energies, to a certain degree. I feel like you're talking to a lot of them in astral, actually. It seems like you're friends to a lot of them. In a way, you can still be friends to selfish beings, to kind of weigh them into a more enlightenment. Is what it seems like you're doing.
So I got the feeling of that while I was talking with them, or that they said in a way kind of therapy in a sense.
Yes, and a lot of them are off planet, but they do have their thrones. They do have their. It's something you ever see like in a cartoon, but it's real. Most people would not believe it even exists, but yes, places that you go to often. It's something like a fantasy reality that you see on this world, but it's very, gargoyles, things like that, and just, you go to the castle and talk to them.
But then I forget it all.
Yeah,
I got you.
It's like what I see is like they have like a third dimensional book of how humans act, and even their own prayer of how they rule the world. That sounds like a large old book. Of course, this can't be a fourth dimension, but I see it in third dimension. They can shift in different dimensions, but because they can appear in a third dimension reality very easily. So they won't do it on this world, but they'll do it on their world.
Okay. That's very cool. Thank you for that. So a little something for me to visualize later.
Yes. Just visualize it how you would see it in your mind.
All right, very cool. Well, thank you again for coming in. Blessings to you.
Blessings to you all. And new timelines are coming. So yes, just continue to feel that abundance energy of change. It's not always it's not showing itself too loudly, but many of you probably feel it on some level. So blessings.